What's good, everybody? This is your Lethal Spur, John Peterson here, and welcome back to History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Today we are going to be tackling Starter Deck Yugi Reloaded, released on December 6th, 2013. Let's get into it. Dark Magician, the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. Some giant soldier, mystical elf, a delicate elf that lacks offense but has a terrific defense backed by mystical power. Giant soldier of stone. A giant warrior made of stone. A punch from this creature has earth-shattering results. Summoned Skull, a fiend with dark powers for confusing the enemy. Among the fiend-type monsters, this monster boasts considerable force. Neo the Magic Swordsman, a dimensional drifter who not only practices sorcery, but is also a swords and martial arts expert. Gemini Elf, elf twins that alternate their attacks. Darkblade. They say he's a dragon-manipulating warrior from the Dark World. His attack is tremendous, using his great swords with vicious power. Karibo. During your opponent's turn at damage calculation, you can discard this card and you take no add-on damage to that battle. Buster Blader, an Earth attribute level 7 warrior-type monster with 2600 attack and 2300 defense. Gains 500 attack for each dragon monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. 4-starred Ladybug of Doom, a wind attribute level 3 insect-type monster with 800 attack and 1200 defense. Destroy all level 3 and 4 monsters your opponent controls. Dark Magician Girl, a dark attribute level 6 spellcaster-type monster with 2000 attack and 1700 defense. Gains 300 attack for every Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in your graveyard. Skilled White Magician, a light attribute level 3 spellcaster-type monster with 1700 attack and 1900 defense. Each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When the spell counter resolves, max 3. You contribute this card with 3 spell counters on it. Special summon 1 Buster Blader from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Skilled Dark Magician, a dark attribute level 4 or spellcaster type monster with 1900 attack and 1700 defense. Each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When the spell resolves, max 3. You contribute this card with 3 spell counters on it. Special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Old Vindictive Magician. Target one monster your opponent controls, eat that target. Breaker the Magical Warrior, a dark attribute level 4 spellcaster type monster with 1600 attack and 1000 defense. If this card is normal summoned, place one spell counter on it. It gains 300 attack for each spell counter on it. You can remove one spell counter from this card, and target one spell trap on the field and destroy it. Double Costin, a dark attribute level 4 zombie type monster with 1700 attack and 1650 defense. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a dark monster. Silent Swordsman level 3, a light attribute level 3 warrior type monster with 1000 attack and defense. Negate your opponent's spell effects that target this card. During your standby phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Silent Swordsman level 5 from your hand or deck. You cannot activate this effect the turn this card is summoned or flipped face up. Silent Swordsman level 5. A light attribute level 5 warrior type monster with 2300 attack and 1000 defense. Unaffected by your opponent's spell effects. During your next standby phase, after this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent via direct attack, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Silent Swordsman level 7 from your hand or deck. Green Gadget. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 red gadget An Earth attribute level 4 machine-type monster with 1400 attack and 600 defense. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one red gadget from your deck to your hand. Red Gadget. An Earth attribute level 4 machine-type monster with 1300 attack and 1500 defense. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one yellow gadget from your deck to your hand. Yellow Gadget. An Earth attribute level 4 machine-type monster with 1200 attack and defense. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one green gadget from your deck to your hand. Electric Virus. A light attribute level 3 Thunder-type monster with 1000 attack and defense. You can discard this card to the graveyard, then target one machine or dragon monster your opponent controls. Take control of that target until the end phase. Magician's Valkyria. A light attribute level 4 spellcaster-type monster with 1600 attack and 1800 defense. Monsters your opponent controls. Roll cannot target face-up spellcaster monsters for attacks, except this one. The Tricky. You can discard one card in your hand. You can special summon this card by discarding one card. Dark Hole, yeet all monsters on the field. Swords of Revealing Light, prevent monsters from attacking for 3 turns. Black Pendant, the equipped monster gains 500 attack. When this card gets yeeted, you inflict 500 damage. Mystical Space Typhoon, yeet one spell or trap on the field. Mage Power. The equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spell and trap card you control. Book of Moon. Target one face-up monster on the field. Change that card to face-down defense position. Thousand Knives. If you control Dark Magician, target one card monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Dark Magic Attack. If you control Dark Magician, destroy all spell and traps your opponent controls. Magical Dimension. If you control a spellcaster-type monster, only monster you control, tribute that target, then special summon one spellcaster monster from your hand. Then you can destroy one monster on the field. Ancient Rules. Special summon one level 5 or higher normal monster from your hand. Magicians Unite. If you control 2 or more attack position spellcasters, target one of them. Its attack becomes 3000 until the end of the turn. Also for the rest of this turn, after the card resolves, no other spellcaster monsters you control can't attack. Soul Taker. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, and then your opponent gains 1000 life points. Shard of Greed. Each time you draw a card for your normal draw in your draw phase, place one greed counter on this card. You can target in this card with 2 or more greed counters to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. Trap Hole. When your opponent normal equip summons a monster with over 1000 attack, it gets yeeted. Wabaku. You take your battle damage from your monsters, and your opponent's monsters can't be destroyed. Mirror Force. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, yeet all opposing attack position monsters. Spellbinding Circle. Target one monster your opponent controls. It can't attack or change battle position. Call the Haunted. Special summon one. One monster from your grave in attack position. When this card leaves the field, or when the monster is destroyed, but either or get yeeted. Magic Cylinder. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster. Negate that attack, and then if you do, inflict damage equal to the opponent's attack. Miracle Restoring. Remove 2 spell counters from your side of the field. Then target one Dark Magician or Buster Blader in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Zero Gravity. Change the battle positions of all face-up monsters on the field. Rising Energy. This will top us off for tonight. Discard one card. Then target one face-up monster on the field. That target gains 1500 attack until the end phase. And that was Starter Deck Yugi Reloaded, released on December 6th, 2013. Now, if you like what you saw, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe with those notifications turned on. And remember, you're all breathtaking. This has been your Lethal Spurg, John Peterson, telling you all to take it easy. Have a good one.